oh yes, you are seeing right. This says scented nail polish. Oh my gosh, yes, this is scented nail polish. Every single one, all six of these polishes are scented. How crazy is that? With the orange, watermelon, bubblegum, cherry, which I'm not sure why the cherry one is purple. That should be grape in my opinion. Blueberry, which makes sense to a point. And then there is apple scented. These are saying they are professional polishes that you can get because they're saying professional formula. This is from Chi Chi brand. Chi Chi or something. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Trying to go off the deliciousness. As you can see, this is all of the fruits that is being done on this. And this is the back of what it says on all of it. It says on this, it really actually does say on this, contains no, it says Chi Chi presents Chi Chi Licious Scent Nail Polish. The essential polishes really do leave your nails smelling fantastic due to their special formula. Once you apply those fabulous shades onto the nail, they dry to release their unique, sweet-smelling fragrance. The problem is deciding which one to wear. Well, my deciding factor of which one to wear is to wear every single one. Yes, you know me, every single one. Though, I usually only have like 5 different nails, so I might have to do one and have 2 next to each other. That might have to be what it is. So, I could do the cherry and the blueberry together, but I want to make sure that the scents don't clash. But those are just the colors that look the best together. And so would watermelon and bubblegum. So it says once you put these on your nails and they are dry, you will get the smell coming alive on these. So what we got to do is we got to put these on each nail. Let's get into this bad boy and open it up. Let's slide these bad boys out of its packaging with all the fruit and everything. And like I said, these two are here are going to be at the half and half. Because I think this would be a nice little design together. I could use these on this other hand somehow. And just do my hands somehow differently. But yeah, we just need to get into it. Starting off with watermelon. I mean the orange one. So this is the first one we're going to swatch the color on. And you can probably guess what finger that's going to be put on. So let's swatch this color first. We're going to swatch it on my pointer finger for being the first of the colors. Let's see this. Ooh. Nice color, if I do say so myself. It might be slightly see-through, but that's okay. That's just one coat. At this moment, this nail right now is very smelling like paint. That's what it smells like. It smells like paint. So that's what it smells like. I'm trying to see if it dries. I'm trying to do this as the first one to let it dry to see if the scent comes alive, and then we'll do all the rest of the nails and get the base coat done of every single other one, being this one the half and half. So those two scents might clash, but it does say it needs to dry. It did go on very, very smoothly, so I am liking the consistency of this polish. If this is good, I'm going to get more of this polish. Gotta really let this dry and we'll see what happens. So now get on the next color and the next color, bubblegum, and this one being the cherry. And like I said, they happen to have the apple. Oops, I flooded the cuticle, getting it off before it dries. Yes, I am. That came out pretty easily, and now it looks much, much better. Now to the blueberry of it all. So here we are. Every single color has been put on my nails with the half and half nail. This is all one coat each of every single color. As you can see, yep, that's every single color of all 6 on one hand. If you can see that, that is the green and that is the blue. I think they kind of contrast each other pretty well. And I was pretty much doing it in the order that's in the box of the nail. So orange, and that. So we got that going on, which is all of the awesomenesses. To the orange, to the watermelon, to the bubble gum, to the cherry, to the blueberries, and to the apple. At the moment, a lot of these just smell like, ooh, that has some kind of smell. To me, at the moment, they all smell the same. They are really good consistencies. So far, the more like this one and this one. So the blueberry and the watermelon one are the ones with the thickest consistency, color-wise, it seems. Especially the ones that are very, I think the purple one is pretty good too. It's just that the first coat went on kind of. And you might have seen, this is the one that's shimmery. This has a slight blue shimmer in it. I really don't understand why this one's cherry. This should almost be blueberry. The blueberry one is this one for some reason. They mostly just smell like a simple perfume that don't have any kind of smell to them in a fruity way. So I don't know about the smells in this. It doesn't smell bad to sniff. I don't know if it's because it's not fully dry yet, and that is why I'm not smelling anything. But yeah, they don't look perfect yet. And once I get the next coat on and stuff and everything, I really want to see, and I want to do nail art like this. This is one of my top favorite ones I did, and these were last year's, as you probably know from my collaboration of the year video that I did. And that was the one I showed you. That was my favorite one to do. I loved doing those ones, the 3D-ness. Those were strawberries, and I loved them. They look different than the original it came from, which is the Instagram video that I loved. Really, 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 really loved them. And I want to recreate that in some way, like do the 3D-ness like that, and each fruit if I can in some way. So that's going to be a challenge in its own way. So I might have to change it up a little bit. But that is my goal, to do that again in different fruit forms, because it would just be awesome to have a whole set of nails like that, if I do say so myself. So with all that, ooh, that might be cherry? I think that's a cherry scent. I think that is a cherry scent. Oh my gosh. I think that's a typical fake cherry scent that I'm smelling. Now, the bubblegum? The bubblegum smells like nothing. The bubblegum one smells like nothing. Okay, the cherry one does smell like something. Let's see about the watermelon. If it smells like watermelon, I think it smells like clean freshness, because the watermelon's very fresh, because it's very water forward. So that would make sense. It would be, if you put it in like a perfume, it would be smell fresh and summery. That's what this smells like, fresh and summery. Oh, maybe that, I don't know if I'm smelling the apple, actually. Oh, I might be smelling the apple, actually. I might. Oh, that's the fresh one. That I might smell like apple at a point. Fake apple, of course, but I think that smells like apple. Though I know these two things are mixing. This one's supposed to be blueberry. The blueberry one I'm not smelling anything from much. The orange one smells like nothing. The cherry, this one here, which is the cherry, really smells the most. Really, 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 really does. That doesn't smell like anything. That smells to something. That smells, the one that smells like nothing is the orange. And the bubblegum smells kind of like, I don't know. But the cherry one, oh my gosh, the cherry one, even though I think it should be different than cherry, but it has that kind of fakey cherry smell. So these definitely don't smell like, oh my god, they smell toxic. I don't know if I'm sniffing something bad, but you know, that's beside the point. That is very, 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 very interesting. So let's get another coat on these so they're not all liney and all that kind of stuff. And let's get into some of that nail art to bring these fruits to life. Oh yes, the second coat, really bringing the orange to life. So we are doing some lines to do with the nice of the open part part of the orange. If you sliced it in half, that's what I'm doing. This is me trying to give it this interestingness. So yes, I'm using my line brush and a off-whitey color because that's the closest I have to white. And I'm doing what you usually typically see in a lot of fruit nails, kind of with oranges, where they do it in this kind of shape somewhat. So I'm doing best, and then I'm coloring in the bottom so it gives it more of that slice for the white parts that the fruit has to give it the orangeness effect. Doing my best I can because this is more of a better one for stamping, but I'm still using it for the nail art of it all. That's why it's a little thick consistency there. So I'm just kind of going down on it and making sure it gets nice and done with all the little places that are getting there. So now I'm going to do what I did in my old one from last year, where I took some sparkle and made that with a 3D kind of clear parts, where I'm adding the clear just to certain areas. So it's like a clear with holographic little things in it. This is a scattered one. And I thought because I had a bag of little fruits, I wanted to show the orange itself at the bottom. So that's what I'm doing. I thought I'd cut it in half, do a little slice of the orange. So that's what I'm doing, so you can really tell that it's the orange of it all. So there we go. And now we just got to put that nice glossy top coat to hold that orange all in. Now we're going to the next nail art, and this, you know what it is. Yep, that's right. This is a watermelon of it all. I'm doing the bottom part, doing the best I can. I'm not always the greatest when it comes to the lines, but at least it gives it character. So I'm coloring it in with the same. So yes, I'm using some of the other polishes as a sense for some of the nail art parts, even if this is supposed to be the watermelon nail, and now I'm doing the seeds. So I'm doing that as well, and I've done the line to give it that white part as well. So now what I'm doing, I'm taking some of that top coat with sparkle in it and putting it on only the black little seeds to just give them a little bit of some spam. And now, of course, like I did the last one, I'm getting one of those watermelon and I'm gluing it to the bottom with some glue. So a little watermelon of a nail art at the bottom of my nail. Now we hold that all in with a nice glossy top coat of a watermelon. Now we get to the next one, and this is the bubble gum. Yes, granted, the one nail that's not fruit. So I'm going off of some, if you made a bubble with bubble gum, and then I'm giving it a little bit of accents so it kind of shim-shims, sometimes I saw in an image. So there we go with that, kind of like when you do cartoony kind of things. So I'm giving it that little shim of a white just to make it sparkle. And of course, now time for that sparkle again. I'm putting it on top of each of the little circles, using the other color from the pack. So there we go, putting a top coat on all of that bubble gum. And I thought, as I was going along, to add some gems. So I saw these pink ones that might work in between to give it that bubbly and maybe more shimmer. So then it can shimmer a little nicer and kind of give an effect. So some more bubbles to go with the bubble gum of it all, even if these are lighter. I don't have any darker than this. So I'm just putting a couple, like 3 in between the other flatter bubblegum little effects. So now we go to the cherry of it all. I'm doing the cherry stem, and now the top is all of these have had 3D little gems on them. I'm doing the top part where the thing is on the stem of the cherry at the top. And of course, because I'm used to them being red, I'm using some red little gems. Wish I had slightly bigger than this of gems. These are pretty tiny, but they still do the effect. Whoops, I had this extra one get on my little putter honor, which is made out of, and there we go, holding that cherry in. Now we're doing my half and half now, and the first half is the apple. So I'm going off how the apple's open with the white part that you would see. So, and then I just decided to use this kind of interesting sparkle that shimmers different tones as the stem and as the 2 seeds you sometimes might see when you cut an apple in half. So there we go with that. And now some cherries. And this is like 3 little cherries on a little thing it seems to be from what I got an idea off of. And now I'm just making sure they look nice and round for the most part. And now the leaves going off of the plant of a cherry plant and all of that. So now I put a nice top coat on the cherry, 2 apple, half nail on my thumb. There are all my fruit nails done. Each one same but different. Mixing it up, 3D-ified and un-3D-ified. Oh yes, with the half and half nails of it on. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the fruit to the next. And I did bring some ideas from my last one I did, and especially the strawberry ones. No strawberry ones here, but at least I got what I did, and I love them. Oh yes, I do. Can't wait to be wearing them for at least around like a week. Oh, yes. I get to feel the fruit. Oh yes, I get to feel the fruit as if I'm eating and I eat an apple. Oh yeah, yes, eat an apple. Well, there we go, with the apple of it all and many, many more. So with that, if you enjoy fruit, like I said, you might enjoy this one that I've been bringing up a few times. Oh yes, and there's much more fun on my channel as well. But on that, here you go, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.